You most often see beautiful orca whales in the waters around Puget Sound. Rarely will you see one in its complete skeletal form. That's the case at the Port Townsend Marine Science Center's new exhibit, Learning from the Orcas, The Story of Hope, so named by center students. It's the natural history exhibit's centerpiece at the beachfront location at Fort Worden State Park. Here is Hope's story.
In 2002, we were leaving our house and we saw two live orcas swimming in Dungeness Bay. Our team from the Olympic Coast National Marine Sanctuary worked with other agencies, people that had assembled, and so we split into different groups. Some of us initially took the female in tow to go down to a boat ramp so she could be dealt with and looked at, examined, and tissues taken, biopsies taken, and the skeletal material saved, as you see from the exhibit today.
I'm Libby Palmer, and I've been the Orca project manager since we started the project in 2008. And I've been involved with the educational aspects, the exhibit design, text writing. It's the richest project I've ever been involved in the Marine Center, and I'm one of the founders, so that goes back to 1982. It's involved community in ways that we could never have imagined. We had dentists, doctors working with the dentists helped us figure out how to cast teeth. The doctors helped us with x-rays, CAT scans of parts of the orca. The hospital helped. The animal was hung by people in town who were expert riggers. Welders worked on the steel rod that goes down the end. Artists, craftspeople. And for me, it's a real demonstration of the community that can come together around science.
I still don't know if they have a for sure causation of what almost definitely contributed to her mortality, though, is the fact she had the highest level of contaminants of any marine mammal at that time. We didn't know about that till later when the analysis of the tissues occurred, but the tissues we took were extremely high in PCBs and DDT.
I was very moved by the story of this whale, how she came ashore, the fact that there was a young male with her, most likely her son. Given what we know about the family structure of transient orcas, we're pretty sure he was her son, and he wouldn't leave, basically. They kept trying to rescue him. He kept slipping the harness and beaching himself again. And in fact was not really saved successfully until her body had been hauled away. And then they hauled her body off to a dairy farm, I think it was a dairy farm, in any case a farm, where they had a manure pile, and her body was buried in this manure pile for 8 years to let the natural decomposition process take place. And then we said, wait a minute, isn't that orca skull still out there in that field, decomposing, quietly decomposing? Can we have her? So we talked to NOAA and made an arrangement with NOAA for a permanent loan of this skeleton, provided we would make her available for scientific study.
Well, we worked with an expert from Alaska named Lee Post, whose nickname is the Bone Man. So he's done probably the most number of articulations of anyone alive of marine mammals. He's, that's what he does as a passion. And so he came down and helped us with a team of volunteers that came in every day for about a 4-week period, and we had all sorts of volunteers working on it from 12 years old to 80 years old.